why do I like a piece of art? And this question has been bouncing around in my head for a long time now. Why does this piece of art seem more likable than every other piece of art? Call it what you want, appeal, the X factor, a certain je ne sais quoi.
French is the language of love.
Any piece of art that I'm attracted to, there's this certain intangible quality that I can't quite put my finger on. A few months ago, I started reading this book on Dieter Rams, As Little Design as Possible. For those of you who don't know who he is, Dieter Rams is a legendary designer. As chief designer at Braun, Dieter Rams spearheaded the design of a pantheon of iconic products. His work influenced the aesthetic and designs of Apple, the Walkman, and basically every record player that came after. Having famously coined the term less but better,
as little design as possible, which is similar, less is better.
The man is an authority in the minimalist and functionalist movement. Anyways, in the book there is a list of principles for good design that he's come up with. Principles that ring true, especially true in the age of UI and like let's take out as many buttons from your smartphone as possible. But there's one that stood out in particular to me, and it's this one. Good design is honest. It struck a chord with me and it got me thinking, how does this relate to art and illustration? In the context of product design, it's pretty clear. Honest design does not make a product appear more innovative, powerful, or valuable than it really is. It does not attempt to manipulate the consumer with promises that cannot be kept. Cool. What about a mech drawing? What if I want to paint pictures of centaurs riding dragons? Where does honesty fit into this picture? I guess when I think about honesty, it really comes down to being true to yourself. Sometimes we get so caught up in trends and hashtags on social media that we sort of forget what we actually like. Drawing for likes is a very real problem, and trust me, I'm guilty of it too. When you're browsing Instagram or Twitter, it's so easy to get swept up in a certain art style that is more popular on that platform. Look, I'm not saying that it's wrong to be influenced by a certain artist that you're a fan of or adopt an art style that you think looks good. All I'm saying is to be a little bit more critical of the things that you're imitating or influenced by, lest you lose a part of yourself. There's a really famous piece of advice for writers. Write what you know. Draw what you know. Just because I've never seen the surface of Neptune doesn't mean I don't know how lonely it could get up there. Some days it just feels like you're the only person on earth. Everyone else seems so okay. Laughing away at brunch with their lattes and mimosas. Those cafes with all those happy people, they're just so distant they might as well be from another planet. And I know what that feels like. There's always something in your life that you can inject into the piece of art you're making, no matter how fantastical. So, can you tell when an artist is being honest? I think you can. I don't know how, but you just can. There's just something so appealing when an artist is true to themselves. They develop a vision that is so unique and so singular that it could only have come as a result of being honest, being true to themselves, true self-reflection, and a lot of hard work. To be honest is to be vulnerable. And I know it's hard and scary to put yourself out there like that. And truth be told, I'm not good at it. I don't even know who I am if I'm being honest with myself. Who am I as an artist? That is a question I ask myself every time I put pen to paper. And that is, how much of this is me? How much of what I'm doing is true to myself? It's a lifelong endeavor, this process of finding yourself. It's something that we may never even ever achieve. Hokusai, at the age of 88, on his deathbed said, "If heaven had granted me 5 more years, I could have become a real painter." But hey, if you like drawing big titty anime girls, who's stopping you?